Good evening, everyone. I want everyone to just take a little bit, maybe 10 minutes. We're going to give a short program. I have the opportunity to introduce our board chair, but I want to welcome you all to Franklin University, and we want to thank our board member, our board secretary, Dr. Mary Bynum, who provided the opportunity for us to be here in the Ross Auditorium Alumni Hall. I'm Charlita Tavares, the CEO of Primary One Health, and I have the distinct honor of introducing our board chair. Our board chair has been the chair now for a little over a year. She's been on the board for a few years. Started out when she was with the City of Columbus, the health department. She served as our special advisor, which is a very important role. It's a partnership with the City of Columbus. And so now she is at CNB Bank. She's the Officer for Public Relations and Community Outreach Officer. Her name is Emily Fisher. Ms. Fisher, if you could come on up.
Thank you, Charlita. Can you all hear me? Okay. Good evening and welcome to the 2023 annual meeting for Primary One Health. I am Emily Fisher, Primary One Health's chair of the board of directors, and on behalf of my colleagues and I, we want to welcome you and thank you for joining us as we share our 2022 year in review. Before we get started, let me say how incredibly proud I am of all of our Primary One Health staff, providers, volunteers, fellow board members, and our community partners. 2022 was a year that was focused on advancing and extending our services to the community in which we serve. We were able to utilize funding from the American Rescue Plan grant and added 2 new mobile health centers, giving us a total of 4 mobile health centers, which extended our reach into our community and provided pop-up access to healthcare and other resources. In addition, we received funds from the Ohio Department of Education and the Ohio Department of Health to begin planning and project management for 2 new school-based health centers, one within the Groveport-Madison School District and one within the Columbus City School District at the Global Academy, formerly Brookhaven High School. Primary One Health's awarded funds were the second largest in the state of Ohio, provided by the governor's office, and the largest in central Ohio. Finally, we will be moving our Alum Creek location, which is currently housed in Maryhaven, to a newly created health center in partnership with Alvis. This new site will provide new services of dental and vision, along with expanded primary care to serve our partner clients at Maryhaven, Alvis, and the community-based correctional facility, along with our neighbors in the southeast side of Columbus. Our goal at Primary One Health is to ensure that all community members have a medical home and quality health care, including people experiencing financial, social, and cultural barriers to care. I want to say thank you to all of you who have assisted us in the planning, budgeting, advocacy, and being Primary One Health's biggest supporters. Please help me and give all of our staff and providers a round of applause. Now I'd like to move on to our board members and thank our outgoing board members for 2022, Russ Barney and Jocelina Davidson. And I would like to introduce my fellow board members and officers for 2023. Jennifer Beard, Chair-elect, Diana Alexander, Treasurer, Mary Bynum, Secretary, Bob Bensonhaver, Adrian Frederick, Miski Isaac, Ephraim Laidley Jr., Erica McGriff, Dustin McKee, Caitlin Perk, Kyla Ross, David Sanchez, Lisa Paul, Eric Wu, and our City of Columbus Special Advisor, Gavin French. 2022 was also a year of hope and growth. With more than 350 employees across our 12 health centers at our Primary One Health team was unwavering in finding ways to address staff shortages, reduce costs, and provide needed care to our community. Their focus was and still is the mantra, all for one and one for all. Our teams have been working diligently to increase patient visits during 2022, providing alternative methods and solutions that will help with patient satisfaction and overall experience. In addition to providing necessary healthcare to our community, we celebrated milestones. Primary One Health's 25th anniversary was the highlight of the 2022 Healthcare Justice Awards. And at this event, we recognized and celebrated 25 years of quality healthcare to all. And we continue to raise the bar in fundraising for our Healthcare Justice Scholarship Fund, raising over $80,000. The Scholarship Fund will provide monetary assistance to individuals looking to pursue or advance their careers in the healthcare industry. The Scholarship Fund will enable us to diversify healthcare professions by giving scholarships to support racial, ethnic, and culturally underrepresented individuals to enter these professions. This will improve the health outcomes of our patients from the same communities. I am truly grateful for the support that we have received from our community partners, our friends, and our neighbors. And before closing, I want to show the board's extreme appreciation for our senior leaders, senior managers, our amazing practitioners, patient support teams, and our outstanding administrative and operations teams for their dedication to our patients and community in the work over this past year. And now I will turn it back over to Charlita.
Thank you very much, Emily. Let's give her another round of applause, and let's give the board a round of applause. You know, a lot of times we don't realize how much our boards support the work that we do. For those of us who are in the federally qualified healthcare systems, our boards have to approve every grant that we go after. Our boards have to meet monthly. Most boards have gone to either bi-monthly or quarterly meetings, but ours, by requirements of the federal government, must meet every month. And our board must be at least 51% made up of the patients that we serve. We believe that's the best way to operate because we believe having the voice of the customer, the patient, at the forefront is the best way to do business. And so I want to thank, on behalf of our senior leadership team, our senior management team, and all of our team members of Primary One Health, a thank you to the board of directors for your support, for your advocacy, and certainly your friendship and being that voice, being that champion for Primary One Health. Thank you again. I want to go through a little bit about the vision for the future. Our board chair, Emily Fisher, talked about the year 2022, and we're still coming out of COVID-19. Many of the organizations who are in healthcare are struggling trying to find the clinicians that we need, the support team members that we need, and Primary One Health is no different. We have a lot of work to do because we've got some new locations, as our board chair shared. We will open our new Alum Creek location, which is a partnership with Alvis this year in June, as a matter of fact. And so we're going to need additional staff members for that location. We're also going to open our school-based health centers in June and July. We've got one with Groveport Madison High School, and that's a former bus depot that's been repurposed to a community health center. The Board of Education asked Primary One Health to be their partner, which we're so thankful for, and our behavioral health team, under the leadership of our Chief Community Services Officer, Andrea Wilson, is working, her behavioral health team, is working with the school system already to connect students to care. So we really appreciate that partnership. And then we have a partnership with my alma mater, the Columbus City Schools. We are going to be in what was formerly the school, Brookhaven High School. It is now the Global Academy. I'm dressed in this attire because I want to reinforce how diverse our patients are. And the patients that will be coming from the Global Academy are many immigrants and refugees new to the city of Columbus, the county of Franklin. It's something we're very, very proud of. And this partnership with Columbus City Schools will also open this facility to the public. So the moms and dads and community residents will also be able to enjoy our health services up at the Global Academy up off of Carl Road. The same goes for the Groveport Madison location. That is open to the public as well. So the residents of Groveport will be welcomed into the facility, the school-based health facility. And then we're going to have these ribbon cuttings in June. June 15th, we'll have the Groveport Madison ribbon cutting for that school-based health center. July 13th, the Alum Creek location. That's the partnership with Alvis. We'll be moving out of the Maryhaven space so they can have that back. And then we'll be serving Maryhaven's patients, Alvis's clients, as well as the community-based correctional facility. We're very proud of this partnership because they're community-based organizations that have land and facilities on the County of Franklin's campus. And then on July 27th, we'll have the ribbon cutting with Columbus City Schools and the Global Academy. We have a partnership that we're looking forward to. Many of us have tried to find a location in the Eastland area. I know many of you are familiar with how that area is in desperate need of services. Lots of families, lots of children, but once the Eastland Shopping Center basically went bankrupt and closed, there's little to nothing out there for the children and families as far as services go, social services and health services. So we've been looking for space, and I want to thank our Chief Financial Officer, DeWitt Harold, and his team for really working hard to try and find the location out in that area, working with the Mid-Ohio Food Collective, and they purchased a Kroger, the Kroger that closed its doors on Refugee Road. We are going to be a partner with them at that new site to locate healthcare services, including an in-house pharmacy. So we're very, very proud of that partnership. I spoke of Andrea Wilson and our community services officer. I also want to introduce Nicole Gomez, who is our Chief Patient Experience Officer, and she initiated, she's in the back, she initiated this year our first Patient Experience Week, and it was an overwhelming success. We know we won't be where we need to be without our patients being happy. And so not only making sure that our patients are happy, but that our team members are happy, because we want them to serve our patients in the best way possible. So I want to thank Nicole and Andrea and DeWitt, and then Dr. Marable. Dr. Marable is here with us, and he is our Chief Clinical Officer. He's been working hard to identify new clinicians, additional not only physicians, but certified nurse practitioners and nurse midwives to join the team so we can see more patients. The in-house pharmacy that I talked about, that's going to be critically important in our vision for 2023 and beyond. There have been attacks on what's called our 340B pharmacy discount program, which saves our patients millions of dollars. Last year we saved our patients over $12 million and generated about $6 million for Primary One Health so that we could support patients and services that were either without any insurance, patients who had no ability to pay, or services that were underwater, like dental and vision, that don't pay for themselves. And that's where we use our 340B pharmacy discount revenue that we generate. And so we had the opportunity, our pharmacy team, we're proud of them. They invited the Democratic Minority Leader of the Ohio House of Representatives out to our West Broad location to take a look at the services there and the location that we want to have one of our in-house pharmacies. It's critical that we have a vision for the future, but we can't do it without the entire team. I want to thank our communications marketing team. We have a young lady who's been with us almost 2 years now, I believe. Grace Hall. Grace is doing the video and she does our social media, but she's going to be leaving us soon to go back to school to get her master's degree. We're proud of her, and but I think we need to give her a round of applause because she's done an outstanding job. And then her teammate, the manager of development and marketing, Susan Brewer, who has helped with this as well as our Healthcare Justice Awards, which comes under development. And we're trying to raise those dollars so we can give the scholarships out to racial, ethnic, and underrepresented cultural individuals within our community so that we can have a healthcare system that reflects the populations that we serve. We know we can get better health outcomes. And then Daisha Burston, who is in the back in the mint green shirt, she is our team member, our executive assistant that is the support for the board of directors, and she has a very, very busy calendar. So we want to thank her for all of her work. And then Judy Lisi, who is also the other executive assistant who helps out on these kinds of events and some of the other activities that we need double duty. So I want to thank everyone. I have a couple friends that are in the audience and certainly our partners at the Franklin County Office on Aging, Director Chandra Wingo in the back, and Carolyn Rankin. I know I'm going to miss some people. I want to thank my former Chief Community Services Officer, John Tolbert, and his lovely wife, Suzanne Tolbert, who are here. Our former board chair, Dr. Kevin Dixon, who is at the Ohio State University in the College of Social Work as a lecturer, and my friend, my mentor, and the publisher and editor of the Columbus Dayton African American, former Senator Ray Miller, who is here. Everybody here is important. If I didn't mention you, please don't think it's because I don't think that you're important and that I don't appreciate that you are here, but I can't remember everyone's name. I'm gonna be honest. But I do appreciate that you're here. I appreciate that you've been a supporter of Primary One Health. I appreciate the support of our team members because it does make a difference. I did see my friend Brian Hall here. Brian is with our community outreach team and does a phenomenal job in not only engaging our team members to go out into the community, but also bringing on new partners. Everybody loves Brian, and we appreciate all that you do, Brian. With that, I want to thank our entire team for your support over the last year. We hope that 2023 will be even better than 2022 and that we'll be able to recruit. So if you know anybody that needs a job, particularly a medical assistant, please contact our office as soon as possible because they are desperately needed. And we need them in order to hire more physicians and nurse practitioners. Thank you all very, very much, and please enjoy the rest of the reception.